wrong. And you know how it is as a fighter. Like, you can't be dropping that bread and just be like strapped like that. So, I was like, man, maybe this is it. I don't know. And I was just kind of praying on it. And I jumped on this Twitter space, and all these fighters are getting paid by this cryptocurrency called Marshallino. And I jumped on.
I seen that. Yeah.
Yeah. And so I jumped on a Twitter space, and I just poured my heart out. I was like, bro, I only get paid when I fight. I probably spent 10 grand on this fight camp. Wasn't able to compete. I don't have health insurance. I don't have, any kind of pay that I'm going to get. And I was like, and I can't afford this. And I told them about the stem cells. They called me up after that Twitter space, and they're like, bro, we want to pay for this. And I was like, wow. I was like, really? I didn't believe them. And they sent that 10 Ethereum. And at the time, it was worth, $3,000 a pop. And I hit up the Cellular Performance Institute. They're like, yeah, we take crypto as payment. Boom, boom. And I was like, bro, the power of crypto is insane.
They just sent it to you like, yo, 10 crypto. You can't just send that in USD like real easy, right? Like
No.
you can't give that to somebody. Like I reckon it's gotta be hard, but with crypto, it's just like on the phone.
Boom, click of a button.
And a lot of places are taking. So if people pay you with crypto, you can use it. So that's what you use to get
Yeah.
Oh wow! And they took care of it for you.
Yeah.
And is that kind of like what opened the door for crypto for you? Like,
Well, I just saw the power of it. It's peer-to-peer transaction. The whole point of crypto is taking the money of the centralized organizations, the banks, the Federal Reserve, having that third party that gets to control it, monitor it, take fees along the way. You have a decentralized wallet. I could send you crypto. I could send you 10 million like this within minutes. You would have $10 million. Boom, like that. Sunday, Saturday. 1 a.m., 2 a.m., doesn't matter the time. And I was like, wow, man, the power of crypto is crazy. And I think it's really giving the power back in the hands of the people and taking it away from centralized. That's why the government hates it. That's why they're attacking it.
Yeah.
And that's why Bitcoin's so crazy because, Bitcoin is this machine that is decentralized. Nobody controls it. It is a machine. All these computers that mine it, they push the power to the cloud, which holds a set amount of Bitcoin, and every 10 minutes, one Bitcoin gets minted. And if they mint too fast, the code gets harder for them to mint. If they mint too slow, the code makes it easier. And it's just constantly minting until there's 22 million Bitcoin.
There's a cap, right?
Yeah, and then once it's all minted out, that's it. That's this entire circulation. There'll never be more. And that's how it goes, man. No one controls it.
What's the name of the guy that
Satoshi.
that they say Satoshi? Nobody knows who he is though. That's what I'm worried about, man. Who the hell is this Satoshi guy, bro?
I mean, it really doesn't matter, and it could be a group of people.
Yeah.
Because right now there's no admin keys. I mean, there's nothing. It's a machine that just goes by itself. If there's internet, there is Bitcoin.
That's proper AI, huh? Like for real. It's like. But when the blockchain, yeah, you can't. There's no like accounting. There's no niche there's no like greasing the stats and stuff like this, right?
Nothing.
You can see everything all the time.
Yeah, on Etherscan. Yep.
And
on the blockchain.
And on scale, like you can just pull it up and get it when you need it, like the ledgers and stuff, right? Like you can.
Yeah, you can store it on a cold wallet. You can store it in a hard drive.
All right, so when you buy crypto on an exchange, though, it's not your crypto, right? So like, if I
No.
get crypto on crypto, because I have a bunch of crypto, but me and my dad have some crypto, and it's on a crypto exchange.
Yeah, that's
but
dangerous.
you need to learn how to take that out.
Put it on decentralized exchange.
And you got to put it like on
Ledger.
and you can put it like in a USB or SD card and just hold it on, and that's your money, right?
Yeah, well, basically what the ledger is, it's an extra layer of protection. You have your seed phrase for your MetaMask, so that's 24 words that you have to know. That's your password. If you can memorize them, you can walk around anywhere, log in, MetaMask, type your words in, boom, your crypto's there. You can do whatever you want with it.
Wait,
Now,
MetaMask is
It's a decentralized wallet.
Okay. It's like I had another one. I forgot the name
It's
of it.
basically, the way you can say it is, if you hold crypto on a centralized exchange, it's like holding it at a bank.
It's like
And
what
so-
happened with SBC, right?
FTX.
FTX,
Yeah.
yeah.
So if the bank closes down, like the Great Depression, and they shut the doors, there's nothing you can do. But if you hold crypto on your own decentralized wallet on a ledger, it's like you have a safe at your house.
And then what's good is the safe that you can just put in your pocket.
Yes.
And it's easy to hide,
Yep.
Oh, man. So, and the thing about, all right, so now with the banks, right, with the Federal Reserve, they say that's like what all the things that happen in America, like all the problems that we're having is like kind of from them, bro. Like the Federal Reserve, like that's when we got off the gold standard, right?
Yep.
And they just been loaning out money for years and years and years. And eventually that ticket's going to, I mean, that they got to pay that piper eventually, right?
Yeah.
Because like right now they just keep on pushing it aside, and printing more money.
Yeah.
Now, the digital currency that the government is trying to do, is that different from Bitcoin, or is
Oh,
that
yeah.
similar?
Oh yeah, no, that's
'Cause they're saying
the
that's gonna be-
CBDC, centralized bank. I forget exactly what it stands for, but it's basically a stable coin. You have USDC, you have USDT. It's pegged to the dollar, so it's $1. So it's still in crypto, but it's always going to be $1. It's not going to go up or down. And they want to use that as so. Like for example, people will use it. Say Bitcoin hits 100,000, and you want to cash out, but you don't want to put it in USD. So you would just cash it out into USDC, which is a stable coin.
Is that the Tether one? Or is that different?
USDC is the Coinbase one. USDT is the Tether.
Okay.
So the government wants to come out with CBDC, which means everything's gonna be digital. But the problem is they can control it, they can monitor it, and they can shut you off if they want. And Florida has banned it, and that means it's basically a centralized cryptocurrency. They control it. Bitcoin they don't control. Ethereum, I mean, it's a little bit different than that, but Bitcoin is fully decentralized. Ethereum now is more centralized, the way they've turned to proof of stake to proof of work. So, proof of work to proof of stake. We could go very deep in that, but the government's trying to push that on. It's even biblical. There's going to
I was going to say the mark of the beast, dog. The mark of the beast, bro. That's the mark of the beast, right? That's what they're saying. Have you heard about this one?
It just says that crypto it says the world will have one world currency, and that's what they're pushing for, to have like a currency that's digital and a currency that they control.
And then you have no control. That's what I'm. Yeah. How is it that the Bible predicted this stuff now? It's like it's they were like spot on about almost everything, huh?
Because
It's
the word
wild,
of God, man.